How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? As you get ready to listen to this upcoming episode from the Playmakers Blog Podcast, I just want to let you know that you too can get into the podcast journey. It's very simple. It's very easy. All you got to do is jump on Anchor, the one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. It is 100% free and easy to use. And even with Anchor, you can get great sponsors who want to advertise your podcast. That means you can get paid for your podcast right away from Jump Street. So in fact, reading this ad is what I'm doing right now. So if you had the time, if you had the will and determination and the dream to be a podcaster, what you waiting for? Jump on it. Anchor is the way to go. You ready? I'm ready. The Playmakers Bar Podcast present Hoops Talk, hosted by Darnell, the Playmaker Salins. NBA, college basketball, playoffs, March Madness. No matter what, we talking hoops, man. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? The last day of April is here. April 30th. You hear my voice, so you know what that means. It's time for your Friday's edition of Hoops Talk. Coming from the Playmakers Blog Podcast, you know me, your host down at the Playmaker Silence out here in the Jayville, Jacksonville, Florida. Last day of April, which means we are that much closer to the end of the regular season, going into the play-in tournament and then the NBA playoffs. I'll get to those dates in a bit, but you know how we roll on Hoops Talk. We got to recap the days that came before since Tuesday's show. Then we got to look forward to the weekend. Talk about some other news and notes going around the league here. But let's go ahead and get into the recap. Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen. The Boston Celtics took a bad loss. They lost to Oklahoma City Thunder. 119-115. No Jason Tatum, no Kemba Walker. Jaylen Brown did play, 39 points, 11 boards. Peyton Richards came off the bench with 28 points. Newt Dark for the Thunder, 24 points. Baisley had 21 and 10. But bad loss for the Celtics. Bad loss for the Celtics, to say the least. But moving on, we had the Milwaukee Bucks. They was in Charlotte to take on the Hornets. That game was on NBA TV, by the way. What a game. Back and forth. You know, Devontae Graham, Miles Bridges for the Hornets, putting on the show. Graham had 25 points, 6 assists. Bridges had 21 points, 10 boards, and 6 assists. But Giannis Antetokounmpo was not having it. 29 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists. Brook Lopez added 22 points. That's the Bucks got to win. 114-104 over the Hornets. Good win for the Bucks. Because the Hornets are an exciting team to watch. I mean, whenever they get LaMelo Ball back, they're going to be even more excited. When they get Gordon Hayward back, the Hornets are an exciting team to watch. And they really are. If you ever caught a Charlotte Hornets game, I dare you to catch one of the last few games we got coming up because they are an exciting team to watch. Devontae Graham, I've been watching him since he was at Kansas, man. That boy can ball. Miles Bridges, I've been watching him since his college days too. The boy can ball. But hey, good win for the Milwaukee Bucks. We had the Portland Trailblazers up in Indiana to take on the Indiana Pacers. A much needed win for the Portland Trailblazers, 133-112. But Anthony Simmons off the bench with 27 points. 9 for 10 from 3-point range. Come off the bench and you lighten them up from 3 like that? Man, we talking Steph Curry, K. Thompson type numbers here. 9 for 10 from 3? By the way, I got the final tally of how many threes Steph Curry has hit in his month, so I'll get to that later on. But shout out to Simmons with 27 points, going 9 for 10 from 3-point range. Damian Lillard had 23 points. CJ McCullough had 20. A good win for the Portland Trailblazers. That win for the Portland Trailblazers snapped a 5-game losing streak, which was much needed. Very much needed. By the way, going back to that OKC Boston game, that win for OKC, they snapped at a 14-game losing streak. 14-game losing streak. OKC was losing so bad, Boston just gave them one. I'm just playing. They didn't give them one. They fought hard for that one. The Brooklyn Nets were in Toronto. Were in Tampa, should I say, to take on the Toronto Raptors. Brooklyn, 7 players scored in double figures. Jeff Green, 22 points, 8 boards. Durant, 17 points, 10 boards. That win on Tuesday night for Brooklyn clinched them a spot in the playoffs. So that's another spot clinched, which is a good thing. And then finally, we went to TNT on Tuesday night for the nightcap. The Dallas Mavericks was in San Fran to take on the Golden State Warriors. And all thing I can say is the Dallas Mavericks was not having it. That's all I can say. The Dallas Mavericks was not having it. They beat Golden State 133-103. Luka Doncic, 39 points, 6 boards, 8 assists. Steph Curry had 27 points. He hit 6 threes and had 5 rebounds. But here's the kicker, man. It was Golden State 12, Dallas 11 in the first quarter. I don't remember how much time was left, but all I know is for the next 9 minutes and about 30-something seconds of game time, the Mavericks went on a 28-0 run. Before you knew it, the score was 39-12 in the first quarter. It went from 11-12 Golden State to 39-12 Dallas. These boys went on a 28-0 run in the first quarter. How does that happen? I have no idea. And from that point on, Dallas did not look back. Golden State was literally down at most 43 points in this game. 43! For the world to talk about Steph Curry and what he done in this crazy month. Dallas sure put the fire out on that one. Because it didn't even matter what Steph Curry did. It was the fact that Dallas beat the hell out of them in their own building. Just beat them down. What Kenny Smith and Shaq them like to say on TNT, hide your wife, hide your kids. Because, jeez, they beat them down. Whew, my gosh. All right, now that was Tuesday results. We got to go to Wednesday. Well, Wednesday we got a lot. We got a lot for Wednesday. Oh my gosh, we got a lot for Wednesday. We had San Antonio meeting up with the Miami Heat. Last time these two met, San Antonio got them good. This time, Miami wasn't having it. Miami wasn't having it. So, Miami took it 116-111. Devontae Murray, 32 points, 10 boards, 11 assists. DeMar DeRozan, 20 points, 8 boards. Lead San Antonio. Miami had Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Buckets, 29 points, 8 boards, 6 assists, Bam! Adebayo with a double-double with 21 points, 11 boards. Miami, they know. They don't got much time left to get it together. Miami knows. They don't have much time left to get it together. But a milestone was hit in this game. Head coach Eric Spoelstra got his 600th win as a head coach. Congratulations to Coach Spoelstra getting your 600th win on Wednesday night against the San Antonio Spurs. We had the depleted Atlanta Hawks in Philly to take on the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's just face facts. Depleted team versus the second best team in the East. I think we know what's supposed to happen. Philadelphia 127, Atlanta Hawks 83. Steph Curry 20 points. Tobias Harris and Joel Embiid both had 17 points each. Nothing else to need to talk about. Can't complain play, didn't show up. But Bogdanovic didn't play. We already know Trae Young's out, so there's nothing else to talk about. The Los Angeles Lakers was in the capital. They take on the Washington Wizards. AD 26.5 boards, but it wasn't enough. Bradley Beal 27 points. Russell Westbrook with another triple-double with 18 points, 18 boards, and 14 assists. And the Washington Wizards beat the Lakers 116-107. The Lakers have lost 4 of their last 5 games. They need LeBron back. AD need to get this team together because they don't have much time as well. Like I said, for Miami, there's not enough time left. They got to do something. All right, Charlotte coming off that loss at home against the Milwaukee Bucks took the trip to TD Garden and face off with the Boston Celtics, who is coming off a loss to OKC. Boston took it 120-111. Devontae Graham leading the way for the Hornets, 25 points, 5 boards, 7 assists, but it was the Jason show. Jason Brown, it was the Jason Tatum. Yeah, it was the JTJB show. I'm gonna put it like that. Yeah, come get something. JBJT show. Jaylen Brown, 38 points, 7 boards. Jason Tatum, 35 points, 8 boards, 8 assists. These boys scored 73 points together. 73 points. Jeez. All right. That's how it works. So Jason Tatum took a day up, came back and dropped 35. Jaylen Brown continued dropping 38 points. It's good to see. Boston, they know too. It's that time. The team who's been on a hot streak and who's continuing to be hot. The New York Knicks was home at Madison Square Garden to take on Chicago Bulls. 113-94 for the Knicks. Vucevic led the Bulls with 26 points, 18 boards. As you already know for the Knicks, it's about Julius Randle, 34 points, 7 boards. RJ Barrett, 22 points, 7 boards, 6 assists. The Knicks have won 10 of the last 11 games. The Knicks are one of the hottest teams in the league right now. Shout out to my boy Nick Russell, who always posting on the Knicks and the Yankees and other stuff, like laughing at the Giants for what they did yesterday in the draft. I'm not gonna get into that, but shout out to my boy Nick Russell. Shout out to my brother Kenny Moore. Kenneth Moore, you know, he's a Knicks. He commented on one of my Instagrams saying he can finally take the bag off now because the Knicks are doing good. Shout out to brother Ken Moore there. We had the Portland Trailblazers meeting up with the Memphis Grizzlies. It's like the 4th time in the past 2 weeks Portland and Memphis has been going at each other. And Memphis is up 2-1 right now. And it's 2-2 because Portland got them real good. I mean real good. 130-109. CJ McCullough, 26 points, 6 assists. Norman Powell, 24 points, 5 boards. Damian Lillard, 23 points, 5 assists. Them boys weren't playing Wednesday night. CJ, Powell, Lillard, they weren't playing. I like it because, hey, Portland know the heat is turning up on y'all. And Memphis, the heat turned up even hotter for you guys. Because you guys control the heat spot. I get to the standings. No, New Orleans Pelicans was in Denver to take on the Denver Nuggets. And what a game. What a game. Denver took it 114 to 112. Zion Williamson, 21 points. Brandon Ingram, 27 points. 7 boards, 5 assists. The Joker, Jokic, 32 points. 7 boards, 8 assists. Michael Porter Jr., 28 points. 8 boards. I mean, hey, these boys ain't playing, man. These boys are not playing. You can feel the atmosphere of the playoffs is in the air. Playoff atmosphere is in the air right now, and you can see it and you can feel it. But the last game on the docket for Wednesday night, this one was a winner clinches playoff berth. It was the Los Angeles Clippers at the Phoenix Suns. Paul George, 25 points, 10 boards to lead the Clippers. But the Phoenix Suns, led by Chris Paul, 28 points, 10 boards. Devontae Booker. Not Devontae Booker, Devin Booker. I do apologize. Devin Booker, 21.6 boards. And the Phoenix Suns, 101 to 109. The Phoenix Suns beat the Clippers and clinch a playoff berth. This is the first time the Suns have been in the playoffs since 2010. We talking 11 years. We talking 11 years since the last time we seen the Phoenix Suns in the playoffs. But Devin Booker, Chris Paul, Devontae Ayton, these boys have done it. They have done it. They have done it. Shout out to the Phoenix Sun era. Rise up. All right, last night, ladies and gentlemen, the Brooklyn Nets was in Indiana to take on the Pacers. 130 to 113. Brooklyn. Kevin Durant, 42 points and 10 assists. Karis LeVert played against his old team, had dropped 36 points and 5 assists. But Karis LeVert, you good and all, but if Kevin Durant scoring 42 points, that's an L. If Kevin Durant scoring 42 points, whoever playing the Nets that day, that's just lost. I'm just gonna say that. If he scores 40, you lost the game. Moving on. The Houston Rockets. Yes. I have mentioned the Houston Rockets on this podcast in 2021. Yes, I mentioned the Houston Rockets on this episode this late in the season, 2021, because they beat the Milwaukee Bucks 143 to 136. One minute into the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo suffered an ankle injury. They confirmed it to be an ankle sprain, so that is a blow to Milwaukee Bucks. As you see, they lost to the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets beat the Milwaukee Bucks, and Giannis went down with an ankle injury 1 minute into the game. Chris Middleton, 33 points, 8 boards. Drew Holiday, 29 points, 10 boards. Fours off the bench with 30. Yes, you heard me. 33 from Middleton, 29 from Holiday, fours off the bench with 30. That's what you heard. Yes, that's exactly what I said. And yes, and they still lost to Houston. I know. I know this. Kevin Porter Jr., 50 points, 11 assists, and 5 boards. Kevin Porter Jr. for the Houston Rockets, 50 points, 11 assists, and 5 boards. I'm sorry, Milwaukee. I like Milwaukee. I like Giannis. I like this team. But I gotta do what I have to do as a man who talks sports. Giannis or no Giannis, that is unacceptable. You only got 2 weeks left in the regular season. You cannot be around here losing to teams like Houston and having somebody dropping 50 on you. Doesn't make any sense. You can't let this happen. It's things like this the reason why we don't believe in Milwaukee to go deep and win a championship. We got Houston. Houston has been irrelevant all year. You know, Houston is in the category with Orlando and Cleveland and Detroit and OKC. They are not relevant. Minnesota, not relevant. Don't matter if you lost the reigning defending MVP / Defensive Player of the Year. Y'all should be able to beat Houston without Giannis. And y'all let somebody drop 50. That's my madness for this. All right, the last game we're gonna get into for the recap session. The Toronto Raptors were in Denver to take on the Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets, 121-111. You had 3 Raptors score 20 plus points. One of them being Lowry with 20, another one being Bridge with 20, and OG Anunoby led the way with 25. But hey, Michael Porter Jr., who's been showing each and every game, that man is going to be a player to deal with. Michael Porter Jr., 23.7 boards. That's your recap from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We don't know how long Giannis is going to be out for the Bucks, but they're going to need him for the playoffs. We have a final tally for Steph Curry's three-point makes in a month. He smashed James Harden's record, which was 84 back in 2019. He finished the month of April with 96 three-pointers. 96 three-pointers. Just to show y'all what is the equivalent. This man has got 288 points of his in the month of April from three-point range. In the month of April, Steph Curry has scored 288 points just by shooting threes in the month of April. Just by shooting threes. Just by shooting threes in the month of April. Great month for Steph Curry individually. He didn't finish record. He just lost 2 straight. You lost to Dallas in a blowout fashion, and then you lost to Minnesota. Not good for Golden State. Steph Curry, we still worried about Steph Curry, best shooter we have ever seen in our lifetime. Best shooter ever seen in our lifetime. But Golden State, y'all in the play-in spot, and you lost 2 straight, so you're not comfortable in the playoffs. Y'all have some work to do in the month of April. And if I go to the standings here, look at the standings in the West, if you give me a minute, we will see what we have going on here. So, San Antonio, Portland, Memphis, New Orleans. I think that's all that's fighting for. Because I think Dallas might have set themselves apart and feels a little comfortable. Let's see. As of right now, oh, by the way, Sacramento has found a way, not dead yet. Sacramento is literally 5.5 games back from the Golden State Warriors. And the New Orleans Pelicans is 3 games back from the Golden State Warriors for that 10th spot. San Antonio is head of Golden State by a game. Literally tied with Memphis for that 8th. Literally tied, but Memphis controls the advantage. So Memphis is 8 and San Antonio is 9. And the Portland Trailblazers control the 7th spot, and they are 2.5 games up on both Memphis and San Antonio. Dallas is only a game up on Portland and a game back from the Lakers. So if the Lakers can hurry and get LeBron back, they might be able to avoid a play-in spot because Dallas is on their heels, Portland is on their heels, and these two are on their heels. And that means San Antonio and Memphis are on their heels. Even Utah and Phoenix officially clinched, but we know the Clippers are safe and the Nuggets are safe. Those are the 4 teams that are safe. Is the Jazz, the Suns, the Clippers, and the Nuggets. From the Lakers on down, y'all got like 2 weeks left. I literally got 2 weeks left. This regular season ends May 16th. Today, it's the last day of April. It is April 30th. Tomorrow is May 1st. You have literally damn near 2 weeks left before the regular season ends. So y'all better do something. Because it's going to get real. And really real. Now let me go to the east side. Let's see what the east is looking like. All right, only two teams close to the spot, which that'll be the Brooklyn Nets and the Philadelphia 76ers. Milwaukee's in 3rd. New York's 4th. Atlanta's 5th. Boston 6th. Miami is 7th. Charlotte's 8th. Indiana's 9th. Washington is 10th. The east is actually a lot more closer than I thought. Because there's only 3 teams that's been eliminated from playoff contention. That is OKC, Minnesota, and Houston. Mathematically, ain't nobody in the East is out of contention. Nope. Cleveland is not out of contention. Orlando's not out of contention. And Detroit's not out of contention mathematically. How in the blue hell is none of these teams out of contention yet? Now, I'm looking at this right. So, look. Orlando, my team, done. They're not making the playoffs. I don't give a crap. Cleveland, done. Not making the playoffs. I don't give a damn. Detroit, not making the playoffs. I can care less. Them 3 are not making the playoffs. I don't care. I don't care if it's not mathematically out. Them 3 are done. It is Toronto. It is Chicago on the outside looking in, and it's Indiana. It's Chicago. It's Charlotte, it's Miami, it's Boston. Those are the teams we're looking at. Now, the regular season ends on May 16th. The play-in tournament begins on the 18th through the 21st, and then the NBA playoffs begins on the 22nd. And this is how the play-in is going to work. Your 7th seed versus your 8th seed. The winner of that game gets the 7th spot in the conference. The loser has to play the other play-in game. Who will they play in that other play-in game will be determined in the second play-in game. When it's the 9th seed versus the 10th seed, the winner of that game gets put into the third play-in game, and the loser gets thrown into the NBA lottery. Once that is confirmed, the loser of the 7-8 matchup will go against the winner of the 9-10 matchup, and the winner of that game gets the 8th spot, and the loser gets thrown in the NBA lottery. That's how the play-in is going to work. So, if you're in the 7th seed or the 8th seed, you just need to win 1 game out of 2. Just 1 out of 2. Don't matter if it's the first game or the other game. Just 1 out of 2. But if you're in the 9th, 10th spot, you have to win both of your games. You have to win your first matchup and you have to win the second one. That's how you get in. That's how that's going to work. So, fire is getting put on a lot of teams right about now. So, a lot is happening right now. So, with that being said, let's look forward to the weekend. Because like I said, you can feel it. The playoff atmosphere is in the air. You can taste it. You can smell it. You can just feel the electricity. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, 7 p.m. we have the Atlanta Hawks going round 2 with the Philadelphia 76ers. They're going to steal the play, so Philly might do the same thing that they did to them on Wednesday. We shall see. 7:30. San Antonio Spurs are in Boston to take on the Celtics. 8 p.m. NBA TV. The Portland Trailblazers take on the Brooklyn Nets. Ooh, 8 o'clock. Good one. Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum against Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. I like it. I like it. All right, game 1 without Giannis for the Milwaukee Bucks will be in Chicago against the Bulls, 9 p.m. And then the nightcap, the Utah Jazz and the Phoenix Suns, the top 2 teams in the NBA. Square off in Phoenix. That should be a doozy. That's your Friday's lineup. Your Saturday's lineup. Chicago's in Atlanta to take on the Hawks. That's 8 o'clock p.m. Saturday tomorrow. 9 p.m. tomorrow, the Washington Wizards are in Dallas. You got Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook against Luka Doncic. That's 9 p.m. 10 p.m. the Toronto Raptors are in Utah to take on the Jazz. Also at 10 p.m. on ESPN, the Denver Nuggets take on the LA Clippers. That's a good one to watch. You got your 3 and 4 going at each other. That's something to watch. Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, Sunday. Your NBA showcase, ladies and gentlemen. You have the Brooklyn Nets in Milwaukee to take on the Milwaukee Bucks. 3:30 ABC. Most likely without Giannis Antetokounmpo, but knowing Giannis, he might find a way to get in that game. Knowing Giannis Antetokounmpo, he might find a way to get in that game. Because I think he wants a shot at them damn Nets. I think he wants a piece of them Nets. Then you flip over to NBA TV Sunday night, 7:30. The Portland Trailblazers take on the Boston Celtics. Dame Dollar, CJ McCollum, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Star power. Like it. Also at 8 p.m., the Philadelphia 76ers are at San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That could be a tricky game right there. But like I said, Greg Popovich is the best coach to coach in the NBA. He might have them boys ready, and they might take Philly out. You never know. And then your nightcap on NBA TV. The Toronto Raptors take on the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's see, can the Lakers get a win streak going on here before they find themselves in a playing game. Before they know it. And LeBron ain't back yet. So that's your weekend's lineup. And then we're going to go to Monday. Monday night. Ladies and gentlemen. Indiana and Washington get together at 7 p.m. in the D.C. area. ESPN has your doubleheader first at 7:30. Golden State Warriors at the New Orleans Pelicans. Steph Curry, Zion Williamson. Enough said. 8 p.m. Get Portland Trailblazers after they get done traveling to Boston. They head down to the ATL to take on them Hawks. Philly is in Chicago to take on the Bulls at 9 p.m. Check this one out. For those of you who live in the Memphis, Tennessee area, and those of you who represent the Knicks, New York Knicks, Julius Randle and crew taking on John Morant and the Grizzlies. Oof. That's something to watch. 10 p.m. San Antonio's in Utah to take on the Jazz. And then your doubleheader, your nightcap for your doubleheader on ESPN is the Denver Nuggets in the City of Angels to take on the reigning defending NBA champions, the Los Angeles Lakers. So that's all I got for you. Like I said, this is the last day of April. Tomorrow is May. The playoff atmosphere is in the air. We got playing tournaments to fight for, and we have seed positions to fight for within the playoffs. Let's get to it. Let's have fun. So until Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, for more Hoops Talk, Diamond Playmaker Silence signing off of here. If you want to hear more from me, catch me 4 o'clock Pipebomb Radio, speaker.com for Fastback Fridays. Other than that, I'll holler at y'all Tuesday. Woo. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode as much as I enjoy bringing it to you. So if you want to stay updated and know when new episodes of Hoops Talks come out, subscribe and follow to the podcast. You can do this on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Speaker.com, or any of your favorite platforms, including iTunes/Apple Podcasts. And for those of you who are listening on iTunes and Apple Podcasts, go ahead and drop a rate and review of the podcast to let us know how we're doing and how we can improve. And for those of you who want to see any other podcasts that we got going on, go ahead and subscribe to our website, theplaymakersblog.com. and you can see all the podcasts that we do. Until next time for Hoops Talk, it's your boy, the Playmaker down there, Silent, signing off.